Welcome to a Cena's Corner special presentation. You asked for it, and now it is back. Welcome to Q&A with Cena. So guys, welcome to the return of Q&A with Cena. We're out here today in the park in beautiful hot California. Decided to shoot out here today even though it's a little noisy with the cars because it's about 100 degrees here today, just cooling down, and where I usually shoot is very hot. So first of all, thanks for all the submissions. What we're gonna do is try to get through as many of these as we can, probably do 1 or 2 videos here. If your question doesn't get answered this week, I definitely have it and we will do it in another week. So let's begin. Question 1 comes from Croft789, and his question is, of all the products you have reviewed, which one is the best in your opinion, the worst, and the most creative? I think the most creative definitely had to be Goodwood Mods, just because they took the whole entire drum set thing with Rock Band and turned it into something that it wasn't. It was the first ever kit, and still the only kit that I know of that actually does have mesh heads. So I think that that one was the most creative of all of the ones that I've done. The best in my opinion, there's so many products that come through the line. I guess it would go by categories. Drums wise, it would have to be Goodwood Mods drum kit. If we went with pedals, I have 2 of those. The Destroyer and the Rock pedal were both very good pedals back when I reviewed both of them. From what I understand, they're still doing well. It's just so many different products that it's hard to pick a favorite, but those would be the 3. The worst would probably have to be the gum rubber drum pass that I did for drum pass or rockband.com. Those would be the worst. Right on my initial review, the backing ripped off of it. It was just horrible. The foam, if you remember on that, I beat through that with less than a couple of minutes. So I'd have to say that would be the worst. So thanks, Cross79, for your question. All right, next question comes from Laserface Jones. His question was, what's the best plastic guitar out there for the different systems in your opinion? Is that BC Rich guitar sturdy and dependable? The best plastic guitar for all systems. Right now, if you're looking at Rock Band or Guitar Hero, my personal favorite is the Fender Stratocaster, the wireless one, the brand new one, the Rock Band 2. The Guitar Hero World Tour guitar isn't that bad, but it is a little bit thicker, and for people whose hands cramp easily, it's just going to be a mess. Right now, my favorite guitar for the PlayStation for PlayStation 3 is going to be the Starpex. It's not plastic, it's made out of wood, but it is a great guitar. It's sturdy, it's a little heavier, you kind of feel what you're doing, so that's my favorite one. As far as the Warbeast guitar goes, as you guys know, the review on that is delayed, so I don't have any comments on that one yet because I haven't got to fully play through it without having an issue. So that question I'll answer at a later date in my review when I'm able to do that one. Okay, so thanks, Laserface Jones. The next question comes from DC Conrad 23. He says, I've been wondering this for a while, but what made you get so involved in the whole Rock Band Guitar Hero community? Did you just start doing reviews for products you have bought yourself, and then the companies like Rock Band Parts decided they wanted you to do reviews for them? The storyline behind that, if you guys don't know, is back in March last year, I just did a written comparison between the Destroyer pedal and the Omega pedal. At the time, these were the only 2 pedals that was going to be aftermarket, real pedals that was going to be coming on the market. So I decided to write a comparison because there was a lot of chatter about it on the Rock Band community boards. Soon after that is when my whole review career took off. People liked what I did and decided that they wanted to hear more reviews from me, and that's what sparked the whole thing. As far as Rock Band Parts go, Ryan Garr contacted me back, I believe, in February, asked me if I wanted to be kind of like a consultant for him and to add my expertise to the review section for his site. So basically what you have is a lot of the stuff that he started carrying was stuff I had already reviewed, and then he got some newer product. I do want to add to that just because Ryan and I are partners, I don't do anything to his reviews. I don't sugarcoat them. I give them to you straight like everybody else's reviews. What Ryan does is any new product he thinks about creating himself or he runs into that I haven't seen, he does shoot me an email or give me a call and say, I want you to review this and tell me what you think. And if I tell him that I think the product is totally a waste of time and it's not going to work, he respects my expertise on that. So Rock Band Parts came way after I began. It just happened for me this year with them. I'm glad to be with Rock Band Parts, but I did want to clear it up for those of you that think I sugarcoat his reviews and I don't. So thank you, DC Conrad 23, for your question there. All right, my next question is from K Gosh Chalky 207, 0207. I think I said that right. He says, "Who is the most influential person in my life?" Hands down, without even a question of a thought, that would be my mother. My mother has influenced me to become who I am. She was a single mom that raised me all by herself. It's rough. For those of you who don't think so, it is rough to raise a boy, especially a teenage boy, by yourself, being a female. So to all you females out there that's raising kids by yourself, hats off to you. You guys I support women like that, hands down. But hands down, my mom is the most influential person in my life. So thank you, Kegoski, okay? RandomIP's question was, with all the products that I've tried, which ones did I have the most fun with? Which ones broke a lot? And which ones do you think should have never been invented? Honestly, I have fun with about every product that I review. There's something about every product that I reviewed that has its own little special element that makes me have a little bit more fun with that than I have with any other previous product that I had. To me, all of them are fun. They're all fun in their different ways. I can't, you know, when you have to break them down in categories. You know, you have the different drum pedals, and we're just talking about that. There's different footboards and, you know, different size chains. So to me, all of them were fun. And I don't have any that I don't think should ever been invented. I think all the ones that I reviewed so far should have been invented. They were invented. They've done a good thing for the community. People of different field and choice got to select different ones of the products. So none of them should have been invented. They all should have been invented, and they're all great products. So thank you for your question, RandomIP. Next question comes from Hoopla10. And he says, "I've been wondering, since you have mentioned the whole finding your family on Facebook thing, my question is, what was your initial reaction when you found your family on Facebook? Also, what is the backstory? I've been wondering about it ever since you mentioned it." The backstory is coming. That's going to be my first Real Talk episode, which is going to hopefully get recorded this week. My initial reaction when my cousin found me was, you got to be kidding, first of all, because, you know, I've been looking for this side of my family for over 30 years, and to have somebody write me and ask me what my name was and nailed who my mother was and who my grandparents was a big shock to me. The little bit of the backstory, that just a little bit, because I'm going to go into Real Talk, so I don't want to cut your question short, Hoopla, but I don't want to repeat it again. Is basically my father and I haven't seen my father since I've been about 4. My mom was, like I said, is a single mother. My dad, you get to know all about him when I do the Real Talk, but I have been looking for him for 30 years, kind of. I always said what I would say and what I would do if I ever met him, and here it was. So my initial reaction was I was shocked. I was happy. This is a side of the family I wanted to find, and words just can't describe it. So Hoopla, I hope that is a little piece of a sampler of the answer for your question. Real Talk is going to get shot this week, so look for that, and then the rest of your questions will be answered in that one segment, all right? All right, Hoopla 10, my friend, thank you for that question. All right. Bladeozoe, I believe, Bladeozoe, Bladeozoe. This question is, what is the best bass pedal for Rock Band or Rock Band 2? What do you do in your social life, sports activities, and friends? Everybody want to put me on the spot. Isn't that right, Bladeozoe? All right, the best pedal for Rock Band 2. It's going to come down, like I've always said, to what your thing is. If you really want to know what my favorite one is right now that I use all the time, I do use my Kickbox with my KD8 trigger, as well as with my DW 5000 foot pedal. That, as a real drummer, is the most realistic thing for me to use. However, if you don't want to go that route, once again, it's going to come down to what you're looking for. So for you, if you want out of the box, the best one is going to be the Destroyer pedal. Excellent pedal. Just take it out of the box, plug it in, ready to go. If you need something with a whole ton of adjustments and it's not going to give you any issues down the road, then you're gonna end up going with the rock pedal. However, I do know that there's other pedals that's coming out in the market here sometime soon. So that's my answer for now. When all these new pedals comes out and I get to put my hands on them and try them out, I may have a different answer for you. So check back at that point.